In just a few weeks, you have the chance to see an early preview of a new film directed by Ken Burns weeks before it airs nationally.
The American Buffalo takes viewers on a journey through more than 10,000 years of North American history. And it's showing for the first time at the historic Franklin Theater.
That is right. Joining us now from the Heritage Foundation of Williamson County is Tracy Frist and Barry Beasley. Welcome, ladies.
Hi, thank you.
Yes, absolutely. This story is going to be absolutely phenomenal, this film. Ken Burns, he actually calls it a quintessentially American story, as you said, taking people through 10,000 years of history in just this less than an hour film. It's going to be wonderful. I can't wait.
Me too. And you know what? How did the Heritage Foundation, how were they able to secure this film? I mean, it's Ken Burns. It's Ken Burns.
Well, first of all, we're so glad to be here. Barry Beasley, CEO of the Heritage Foundation, and Tracy serves on our board. And really, Tracy is the person who made this happen, and it will be an incredible night for Franklin. So September 25th, historic Franklin Theater. And Tracy, do you want to talk about how it all came about?
I would love to. So, you know, it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for people like Barry and the Heritage Foundation, the wonderful people of Franklin, Middle Tennessee. Years ago, I met Ken Burns, got to know him through the country music, which we all fell in love with the country music film. And then from there, I worked on his American Heritage Film, or American Heritage Award, and which was preservation, and then moved into conservation. I'm on the Tennessee TNC, the Nature Conservancy Board. And this film that Ken has done is probably the most conservation-oriented film that he's produced. So I'm really excited to see all that come to Franklin.
How wonderful. And I do want to talk about that kind of crossover with the Heritage Foundation and Conservancy.
Right, yeah, and so conservation and preservation really go together. And when you think about the Franklin Theater, so it's so interesting that this was a historic venue in downtown Franklin 12 years ago that was saved and perfectly restored. The community came together to save this theater. And I think that the vision of the folks who did that 12 years ago really was that it would be a place to create incredible moments. And so now to have this moment when before the whole nation sees Ken Burns' documentary, we will see it in the Franklin Theater, an excerpt of it, so about an hour, and it's about a 4-hour documentary. So we'll see part of it, and then there'll be an amazing Q&A afterwards.
And the great thing about this is a 53-minute curated film, so it's curated for Middle Tennessee. There are 12 previews across the country. We're one of 12, which we're so excited about, but it's a specific one just for the people of Tennessee, which makes me very, very proud and excited.
Really cool.
It is exciting, and I think what's also nice to know is that proceeds from this event are going to benefit area students. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. Well, I'm happy to jump in here, and Tracy, please add to this, but we really, as a theater, want to continue to give back to the community. So we started programs this year in give backs to the community, and so it was just a natural conversation that we said, what if we could have a matinee that afternoon for students in public schools in Williamson County? And so that is going to happen. And so about 300 students will come that afternoon. They will preview this excerpt of the documentary. And then there will be a Q&A with a writer, Dayton Duncan. They'll have an opportunity to visit with Tracy, and it's going to be a really special, unforgettable day for students.
Absolutely. It's going to be wonderful, not only just for the people of Franklin and Middle Tennessee, but the students as well. So important to acknowledge that next generation. Thank you so much, ladies. It's going to be wonderful. Again, the preview for American Buffalo is happening at the Franklin Theater. Don't miss it. Tickets are still available for that September 25th showing.